National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
At their own 22-yard line.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take it. Oh, right away, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Pernell McPhee on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Made at the 21-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Buffalo.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And this one complete to Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
The extra point.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 7-0. Thomas. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Thomas on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down to him.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Allen, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the 1st round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future All-Pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
They have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
This will be caught at about the 6. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
A 4-yard gain.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
At the Ravens' 4-yard line.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Ravens 0.
First toss of the game here for the backup Barkley. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how he did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the staff. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
RG3 going to bring the Ravens up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll throw from the gun, and he's going to have the hook up to Scott. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run with a rookie second rounder. It's J.K. Dobbins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
At the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Now the 3rd-year man out of Rutgers, it's Gus Edwards. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Good.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, 62 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bills going to take over again on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easy. Size, but slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
To throw on 2nd down, Barkley. Flush to his right, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Barkley. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Taiwan.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fielded just inside the 20. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 65 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Tucker lining up for the action.
Well, he's used to running at that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And our attention turns now to T.J. Yeldon. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives? So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done. Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. No doubt about it. But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling. And happy. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
Out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on second down. Barkley, and the grab by Croft. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Operating from the gun, Barkley. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Here's Barkley. He finds Yeldon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
For the Bills field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. 3 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started less than 1 month from tonight. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
The kickoff for Baltimore.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Barkley. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Justin Madubuike brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Throwing on 3rd and long. Barkley. And the pressure gets to him again. Justin Madubuike in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
That's the 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 40.
RG3 going to bring the Ravens up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Griffin's pass.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
8 yards.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Another run here with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens will extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown. It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it. way. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
28, Bills 13.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. They got to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Barkley. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd
and that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Operating from the gun, Barkley. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Barkley. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up. Second and goal.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll give Yeldon another crack. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Robert Foster there to make the grab.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Kick is good.
And he knocks it through. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it culminates in a Bills. Touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Griffin. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
The 38-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. on second down now. It's Edwards. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Edwards. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
At the 17-yard line.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he stopped immediately there.
The wide receiver.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
By E.J. Gaines. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Only a yard.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand and then take that.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.